Okay, we'll call the January 17th Unionville Town Board meeting to order. Salute the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States, to the republic which stands one nation, God, indivisible, liberty, justice. I'd like to request a slight amendment to the agenda to include the Parks report, which came in this afternoon. And then I'd like to move the executive session up to item number 12, the revisit of the resolution to discuss personnel appointments.
We also, I don't know, if we can, we also had a report from the library on that. Not that they were interested.
I would like to meet with the library committee before having any reports. Can I get a motion to?
So moved.
A second on that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Second item then is to approve the minutes. We'll do these individually. November 15th.
I'll make that motion to approve those minutes.
Second on that, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. December 20th.
I'll make that motion.
Second on that, please. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Okay, well, I started here on the 2nd. And, came in and it was a whirlwind for the first couple of weeks there. Getting accustomed to everything that's going on. We took care of a number of maintenance issues here. Somehow we managed to have a water heater installed several years ago that never had power connected to it. We had received an estimate for $1,600 to have that hookup made. But I looked at it and figured it's gonna be about $150 in materials. Put that in with Kevin's help here. Councilman McGivney came in, gave me a hand, and the two of us connected the water heater.
Oh, very
Got that going.
very good.
We had a water pressure issue too that the Parks Department took care of for us, and then that fixture in the restroom that's been broken for quite some time. It's been there.
Oh, excellent. That's been broken an awful long time.
Yeah, took care of that. Take care of things as they come up, and we'll have more on that in the new business section. Board member reports. Let's go around the table, John.
I have nothing to report other than going over the stuff we didn't finish last time, 24/7. Appointments, things related to that. But I will mention, there is a meeting 22nd next week with FEMA regarding a critical bridge on West Globe Mountain that is very old and was damaged in flood waters, and they're gonna help us. So I'm gonna attend that meeting to see how much they can help us.
Right. Councilman Carlini.
Just want to give a report, and I was getting up to speed with a bunch of stuff in regards to the town over the last couple of weeks, since it's first time on the board. So one of the things that I just wanted to bring up, and I wanted to maybe discuss either today or at a later meeting, is at the last meeting we approved the town hall hours, and we shortened the hours to March. They used to be to June, and as far back as 2018, I could see they were to June. So I wanted to know if that maybe we could bring that up and discuss that at a meeting.
We can discuss it now if you like.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
The reason for that was I checked with both the town clerk and the tax collector. Beyond that date, they had absolutely no one come to the town hall on the Saturdays.
Okay, yeah, because I asked around and I asked a couple of people in regards to it, and I guess one of the changes that I heard, maybe John, I don't know if you know, is that this was done for the commuters that work during the week, and it gave them
Right,
the
but I
extra
don't know how many
hours.
people are really can be labeled as that, because if they have up until March, it should be enough time, I would think, if they're gonna pay their taxes. The deadline's February 29th, so they'd be paying a penalty if they wait till March anyway.
Okay, so that was just one of the things that came up that I saw in when we're comparing year to year for some of the resolutions at the beginning of the year. And then just, again, we'll have a lot to discuss, I think, in the resolution 24-7 tonight, and that's all I have for today.
Councilman Durlin,
I don't really have much to report tonight. Thank you.
Councilman Kennedy.
Yeah, I'd like to thank our highway superintendent, Ed, the past two storms. They did a pretty good job out there with the roads, also Vincent and Parks. Snow, I'm sure, adds to his work duties. Both departments did a great job. It was also nice to help Steve out with that water tank, get some of our infrastructure fixed. It was an easy fix for us, and it was nice to do. That's all I have.
And I appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
Highway superintendent wasn't able to make it tonight. Town clerk, please.
Thank you. As you all know, we are selling 2024 recycling passes. Secondly, just to add on, I know you guys are going to read Mary Jean Calvi's report later, but after a phone call today, she just asked me to add on as a reminder to all residents that any dogs found that are either lost or unidentified need to be taken to Mutt's Mansion, or we will take them to Mutt's Mansion, which is our new animal shelter, which is located on Route 376 in Wappingers. It was formerly HBAR, Hudson Valley Animal Rescue, and now we're using Mutt's Mansion. So she just wanted to put a little reminder out there, but other than that, that's all I have.
Hey, thank you. Tax collector. Use the podium.
Closed out at 5,456,76,229. We handed that 558,000 to Dutchess County. So that's we did pretty good. Now, this year, our taxes increased because of fire due to the residents. Well, could not spoke to Dave and Stephen. They had many meetings about it. So that was our biggest increase. Everything else paid. This year, we weren't looking at that we collected. We're going to collect just for our town $2,898,136. And we're going to get back to Dutchess County $2,655,500. Breakdowns are on the back pages. Highway receipt.
Yep.
So your breakdown. $500,000 a day, which is 9%. I hope we keep it up because last year I was able to pay the fire department out by February 23rd, highway by the 14th, and all the general funds by February 27th. I had $1 million back to the county by April 11th and paid out total to all the Dutchess County by June 20th.
Very good.
And for the town hours, I did vouch that we had no customers, new residents that came in after March, and it was really a waste of time. And thank you, because we did, Supervisor Frazier, bring hot water, flowing water, to ladies in there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I want to go back. I forgot to read the financials here. And this is as of the end of December. In our general fund, we had 3,340,334. And in the highway fund, there was 523,893 for a total of 3,864,226. Councilman Welsh, would you like to read the animal control?
Okay, this is from Mary Jean Calvi, our animal control officer, animal control report for the month of December 2023. During the month of December, there were no lost dogs, one found dog who was reunited with her owner, and 2 calls regarding animal welfare which were investigated. Reflects respectfully submitted, Mary Jean Calvi, LBT, Animal Control Officer.
Um, Councilman Bartolome, would you like to read the parks report?
Recreation. you mean?
Parks report? Didn't get in there?
I got
You want me to get it?
Sorry.
Thank you, no problem. Parks report from 1/16 of 2024. Clearing the trail of leaves and down trees, as well as taking down the Christmas lights and decorations around the park have been a priority when weather permits. We're prepared for the snowstorms that have come our way, and thanks for the guys in the park department for coming in on their days off when we need to make sure the firehouses and other areas we plow were clear and safe for those that needed them. When the weather is not on our side, we've been doing maintenance on our vehicles, equipment, and buildings. We've also started to remove the old and leaky filter tank for the pool so we can install a new tank before the pool season starts. Supervisor Frazier and I went around the town buildings with the roofing company and are waiting estimates of replacement of multiple roofs that are coming to the end of life or have exceeded it.
Thank you. Okay. Recreation. Thank you.
Thank you for having me to report in person. So this upcoming Monday, we will have registration open for our 3 summer camp programs on our Parks and Recreation website. We'll be running our kids camp program for ages 4 and 5-year-olds, traditional camp for 6 to 13-year-olds, and our teen leadership program for ages 14 and 15. Registration will be open for residents only starting from January 22nd to January 28th, and then it'll open up to non-residents starting the 29th. We do suggest that if you haven't already made a household account with our website, you do so before it's open. It'll make the registration process a little smoother for you. More information on our camp programs can be found on our website, and any questions can be asked either email to my email, the recreation email, or you can call into the office. Registration for our TGTT full and half days is open for the rest of the school year. Students K through 5th can enjoy their time off from school at Time Warner Park and join in on crafts, activities, and games with friends. More information that can also be found on our Parks and Rec website. And then just a note is as we move forward into the new year, we'll have more programs and future events, our annual events announced on both our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram and on our website. And our staff is excited to host our popular programs in.
Thank you. I don't see our representative from the senior center. So, got that one. So bring us to public comment on agenda items. Anyone have a comment on an agenda item?
I went on Friday because of that running caravan was here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I am speaking. There probably were 15, 18 seniors there, playing cards, travel down, you know, what else. They're very busy, having a good time. They break for lunch at noon. They say a prayer. I was not in a good place. And then they had their lunch. The caravan had 2 people to speak with folks, answering questions about that list of stuff that you got emailed to you or picked up a piece of paper or whatever. They left their phone numbers. There are actually 3 people typically involved in the caravan. They left phone numbers with cards. So if you have questions or anybody in town has questions, they want to hear about it, see what they can do to help out. They were very welcoming. They offered to let me stay. That was nice. Thank you. Had a good feeling in there. And they were not all Unionville. One man was there from Falling. Some people could be very congenial. That's big words for me.
Okay, thank you. So, we're going to step into executive session and discuss this, resolution 24/7. Hopefully, we won't be too awful long and, we'll resume the meeting when we come back. We will have some business to attend to once we do return. A motion to go into executive session, please.
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Staying here and we leave.
We're gonna go, no, we're gonna go across the room.
You can stay there.
Bring your info packets with you guys.
John, I think I got you up at your house today.
No.
Hey, Steve, before you go in, you do need to state a purpose in the motion to go into executive session. I think it should be to discuss the appointment of particular personnel.
That's what I did.
Particular people. You referenced resolution 24-7, but I think you need to say to discuss the appointment of particular persons or people.
To the vacancies that are up there.
So I do think you should make that motion again, second again, and just vote that the purpose needs to be part of the motion.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to go in executive session to discuss the appointment of vacancies in 24/7.
Okay, I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Session, resume normal order of business.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're gonna make a couple of amendments here to resolution 7 and 8. Yeah. On resolution 7, which is town board official appointments and designations for the year 2024. We are going to add Ted Eglett as our auditor for the year. Motion to approve that.
So move.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. That is it on 24/7.
I just had a question and I forgot to bring this up. The town planner, Nat Stolzenberg. Do we want to put her on this as a designation because she's been working with the planning board, especially on the TC zoning, for the town center zoning? And, to have that available to the planning board to use her as the town planner.
Yeah, I don't, it wasn't done in the past. That's the only reason it wasn't on here.
Yeah, 'cause we
It
never-
hadn't been done in the past.
Yeah, because we never had a planner for years. After Liz Axelson was the planner way before when she was appointed, and then we brought Nana in. And I don't think we've ever really did officially designate her as the town planner, so I don't know if there's, I haven't looked at the budget for the planning board stuff, if there's funds that we need to designate her, or,
All right, why don't we look at that for the next
Yeah,
meeting then?
okay.
Must be designated for the town. Instead of the planning board. Planning board.
Yeah,
technically choose who they want, but we're using her for TC and things like that to consult the town.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
yeah, I guess we can look at it, look into it.
Okay, resolution number 8 is appointing and reaffirming members and to chair and chairpersons to boards, committees, commissions, and councils. We go down to the appointment of the planning board chair. And I will read it off here. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the town board of Town of Unionville appointed Alan Nachop previously to a 7-year term on the planning board expiring on December 31st of 2029, and does hereby appoint Alan Nachop as chairperson of the planning board for the year 2024. That is amendment number 1. Then amendment number 2 would be, well, let's do this one by one. Can I get a motion to approve amendment number 1?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Yeah, bless you. And then there will be a correction to the planning board member list. Bless you. Bless you. Previously, I didn't have Larry Knapp's name available to me. He is an existing member with his term expiring on 2028. And we're just inserting him into the list where he belongs. And we would like to appoint Josh Rediger to the vacancy of the board with his term expiring in 2026.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. And that concludes the amendments. New business. As the parks manager mentioned, I've discovered that a number of roofs here in our town buildings are in bad shape. There's several buckets up in the attic here catching water. And down at number 8, there's about a dozen of them. Also, the roof on number 2 is crumbling. And the roof on the highway garage, the actual shop portion, is probably 40 to 50 years old and leaking.
It has been replaced since I've been on the board.
Right.
I started in '84.
So they're well beyond, this one is original to the building, 1995.
Yeah.
The end of its life expectancy. I did bring in a company that I'm familiar with to come and work up some quotes for us. Once those numbers come in, we'll have to discuss, where to go with it. Yeah, they're not gonna be little numbers. We do have some funds available from, I don't know the organization, but it's COVID money.
Federal government, really.
Yeah, the feds, that has to be spent this year. So that, and groups fall underneath what we need to do, but we'll certainly have to take a look at it because if we don't address it, it gets worse and more expensive.
Have you checked if there's any restriction on that money for using?
No, there is none.
Oh.
They pretty much loosened it up because they want the money spent.
Okay,
Then, also, Councilman McGivney had sent me an article online of another municipality here in New York that had recently built a salt shed. And while reading through that, I mean, it didn't appear to be the type of shed that we would be looking to build, but in reading the article, I discovered that the state has some grants available specifically for that purpose. So I'm gonna get on that and see
well, we have an application in that we should be hearing very soon.
with the DEC.
State, yeah.
Okay.
See, yeah.
All right, so we'll make sure that that's been done, if it might be another source of revenue for it. And I also reached out to engineering to see if we have a plan put together yet, on what style of building we're gonna go with. Because if we're gonna apply for a grant, we're gonna need to know what the cost of the building is gonna be.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, Betsy did all that last year.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
We were
that's
hoping
been
to
done.
hear in December.
I haven't been
But,
brought up to speed on it.
Yeah, the state is almost overdue to give us an answer one way or the other.
Okay,
We've applied for it past, even prior to that.
Yeah,
Not gotten.
this is the third time we've
entirely
applied.
New application.
we had a professional grant writer apply twice before.
Yeah.
Both times were denied. However, in the MS4 training, Betsy and I guess you, Pat, learned a lot about how the state DEC work, and they got good insight on how to write a good grant for that type of activity. So we're optimistic that they can improve. So hopefully we'll know very soon.
They get to the design stage with the shed or no?
I don't know that.
yeah, that's what I was saying. We need to
Yeah.
have
That I don't know.
a design and.
I know that there was ideas.
Yeah, because
about,
with
like,
with
the
all the
cement
problems we've
walls
had,
versus-
our town engineer's been heavily involved with it
Right.
since the wall.
I'll check, yeah, I got a call out to him to nail that
Yeah.
down, because like I said, if we're looking for a grant, they're gonna wanna know how much money it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
And we can't, yeah,
Pretty
we
sure
don't have an
they
idea without.
Have that stuff together.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I would assume it would have been done with the grant. previously.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, I have spoken with the real estate agent about number 11 and getting that leased. I have a lease agreement here for 3,900 a month that I would like to, give her the permission to list. She wanted to have board approval before we list it, so, if someone would make the motion to go ahead and allow that, I sign the authorization.
I'll make the motion.
A second on that,
I'll second.
all in favor,
Aye.
opposed? Thank you. Also, in reading the contract for the security cameras, I discovered an upgrade that I thought would be beneficial to us. I would like to request an additional 3572 for that contract to put that upgrade in effect.
That's upgrading from,
It's 3,572
572.
upgrade to the surveillance cameras that were previously approved.
and that's upgrading from 4 megapixels to 8 megapixels
All the outdoor
for
cameras.
all the outdoor cameras. It's a total of 19 cameras that will be upgraded.
Oh, if I could get a motion to that effect.
I will make that motion.
Second, please.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Lee, that covers just about everything. Public comment on town issues.
Thank you again. I'm glad to at least have public comment. I know I wasn't able to be added to the agenda for this evening. Hopefully moving forward, that would be something to be able to look at the library. I know that I had requested that, but I know you have a lot of things that you need to discuss, but I still wanted to provide updates on the library because we've been doing some really great things. So as you may have received, we did send out a survey at the end of December. To date, we've had 42 responses and they continue to roll in. So I think that that's pretty good. We will be adding the link to our website. So people who may have missed the email have the opportunity to still add their feedback. It was really geared toward finding out what programs people would be interested in. And we did get good feedback to help generate interest in attending the library. Based on that feedback from the residents, it was clear that there is a heavy interest for ebooks or electronic books. So we have gone forward and purchased Libby. So we're just waiting for that to be finalized through the PO. So that's coming to our residents who have been asking for electronic resources. So we're excited about that. We also invited interest for anyone that would want to help and volunteer in the library, and I'm really excited to hear that we had 12 people indicate that they were interested. So out of 42, I thought that was a pretty great number,
Yeah.
29%. So there will be 3 trainings, and again, this information has been sent specifically to those people and can be added to the website, but I wanted to share it here tonight. The trainings will take place on Saturday, January 27th from 10 to 2, Wednesday, January 31st from 5 to 7, and Monday, February 5th from 5 to 7 as well. And that'll really help them meet with the director and help learn some basics, because everybody had a wide range of dates and times that they were available. So I really feel like that'll help us staffing the library. In addition, from the survey, residents had reached out with questions specific to their library cards. And so our director realized that the library cards that had been given out previously before the board were not connected to a PIN, so they were having trouble logging in. So he's taking care of that, and we look forward to sending an additional email out to all of our residents, making sure if they aren't having problems with their PIN, like accessing Press Reader or any of the services that we have now, Libby, that there is a solution, and to reach out to the director. We have some pretty easy emails. It's director@uvlibrary.org, or you can always go with trustees@uvlibrary.org, and we'll figure out a way to get that information to you. We're also looking for additional representation on our library board. So if there is anyone listening tonight or happens to watch this on YouTube, we would definitely be interested to email us at that trustee email address. Finally, we're excited to share our new library director is in partnership with Marist College in developing the History Memory Project. So this is something specific to our mission of the library. And it has to do with, again, from those forums that we had with residents from the community, just talking about really understanding the history of Time Warner Park and particularly this community. So more to come on that. We're targeting probably more March, but perhaps the end of February for that to happen, just to work more within the community to provide these types of programs to our residents. And along with that, and this communication that I have provided tonight, we will be sending out another email to all of the residents. In addition to, now that we have program ideas, we're also looking to any residents that have a particular skill or topic of interest or anything that they would like to or be willing to share, to let us know so we can put them in contact with some programming for the library. So a lot of people were interested in bird watching, author speaks, and game nights were really, those are our top 3 popular choices that came from the survey. So we're trying to get that programming set up for our residents. Again, hopefully next month I can be on the agenda, but I really appreciate you giving me time during public comment to share that with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second that.
Pay the bills.
Oh, yeah, motion to pay the bill, sorry.
I'll second that.
We're doing that in front of us here now. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and now motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Aye. All right.
Thank you.
Steve, could you hand me that file? I'll
Sure.
sign it. Yeah, those are signed.
I've signed it too.
Thank you.
What's inside might be gone. No, I still need these.